Hey, shalom, shalom. All praises, honor, glory goes to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rachak, Wadash. Double honors to the apostles, elder bishops of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to you, fellow brothers, pushing His word in truth and sincerity. Coming back with another lesson through the Spirit and power. Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rachak, Wadash. And major enchantments are going out in these last days. Major enchantments are going out in these last days, which are going to deceive a lot of people. But we know that it's not going to deceive the elect, because we already know what it is. If it doesn't line up with the scriptures, we understand it to be false. Okay, and Esau Edom is going to use this so-called UFO alien thing, which there are vehicles that Esau can't explain, the UAPs, but we know them as the chariots of Israel. Okay, the angels, they pilot those crafts, and the top angel, Yahweh Shai, who the world internet calls Christ, he's going to come back. Okay, it tells you that in Revelation 1 and 7, how the whole world is going to see him. Now, like I said, there are vehicles, there are strange phenomenons, UAPs, that are going on around the world, especially here in America. But again, that's the angels. As well as you have Esau, he has certain technology, whether it be Project Bluebeam, but he's been working on these things for, over 50, 60, 70 years, these so-called crafts. And he's going to use them for his agenda. He puts in a lot of his movies. We know predictive programming and stuff like that. So we're going to be prepared for these things. But the people, they're going to be deceived. And this is all just playing into the whole UFO alien, the whole UFO alien, what's it called? PSYOP, you could say that, or agenda. I have a loss for words, but this is UFO. This is New York Post, okay? So-called reputable, right? So-called reputable mainstream UFO experts display supposed non-human alien corpse in Mexico's Congress. And you can watch the video. I'll put the link in the description box if I remember. If I don't remember, you see it. And they're basically showing a corpse. It's not even worth playing it. I'm not going to play it. You can watch it. But this is the corpse. You see what I'm saying? It is some weird looking creature. Okay. You see what I'm saying? Now, like I said, it's playing into the UFO documents that were released. Was that last year or maybe earlier this year, where they went before Congress and they released certain things? Okay, so again, there are certain things, but we know ultimately that they are the chariots of Yahweh Shem Shai. Let me get that Zechariah 5. And these things is it's funny how when they think about a so-called UFO or think about an alien, it's always negative. It's always they're coming back to destroy. And that, yeah, that is true. The angels, the righteous angels, are coming back to destroy America and destroy, the powers that are on the earth. Okay, headed by Yahweh Shai. Also Michael. You can read that in Daniel in the 12th chapter. This is a really quick video. I got an appointment in like 30 minutes, but I gotta do something else before that. So I'm just gonna move through this really quick. Only have one precept, but this precept came. So let's just go into this. This is Zechariah 5:1. In a blue letter, if you see that there, the blue letter has this titled as the flying scroll, because throughout history, people have seen different phenomenons in the air. Okay, we as a people, we knew about the chariots. We saw the chariot. How about that? We saw the chariot. If you believe in reincarnation, if you believe things have been reincarnated, and that's according to the scriptures, if you believe in the scriptures, then you believe that you come back every third or fourth generation. And our forefathers that came out of Egypt and that were dwelling in the land, indwelling in the wilderness, they saw that chariot at all times. A pillar by fire, a cloud by day and a pillar of fire by night. So we saw the chariot. It's not ancient to us. It's not something that's inconceivable. And even here in the blue letter, these scholars they know that there's so-called UFOs, what people will consider UFOs. So they titled this the flying scroll. Okay, which this is the terminology that they were using in the ancient time. They didn't say a UFO. They didn't say a craft. They said a chariot. Then I turned and lifted up my eyes and lifted up his eyes. So he was looking into the heavens. Okay, the Shemayim, Hashemayim, the heavens, the waters. Okay, and behold, a flying roll. Explain this. What does that mean? That's basically a so-called UFO, a flying roll. UFO. Let's type that in. Right? There's so many pictures, and they always depict like a flying roll, a saucer. They depict a light coming out, a beam, people getting beamed up. They even depict this, right here. Was there's so-called dark-skinned men that are going to come out of them beams. Okay. Now, hey, the Lord, he could have, because the righteous angels, they're in chariots, right? So he could have evil angels, right, coming in a different form. But we know ultimately the elect are not going to be deceived. Okay. They're going to be dark-skinned men, okay, 10, close to 10, 11, 12 feet tall. Okay, with that stature. And it talks about this in John and other scriptures, how they had, like a platform came out. Like it was hovering and a platform came out. So this is all taken out of the scripture. This is, when you get the understanding. And he said unto me, the angel was saying unto Zechariah, what seest thou? Like, what are you seeing? And I answer, I see a flying roll. See? He sees he's seeing a chariot, a flying roll, a saucer. Okay? A so-called UFO in today's terminology. The length thereof is 20 cubits and the breadth thereof 10 cubits. So he's even explaining the size of the chariot. Now back then, yeah, we were like, whoa, that's the chariot of the. This is not an everyday occurrence that you would just see one and one will come to you, an angel will come to you in a chariot. Well, that's how Yahushua went into the heavens. He went up into a chariot, and you have the disciples that were marveling, and they say, well, two men stood by in all white. Say, why are you marveling? The same way Yahushua is going back into the heavens is the same way he's going to come back, meaning in a gigantic so-called UFO, a chariot, okay, a flying scroll, a flying roll, okay, and they can shapeshift. They're not bound by human physics down here on the earth. So they can change colors, they can duplicate, they can do all type of mind-altering things that, it's physical, but your mind can't even really grasp it. Well, me and the brothers, and they can attest to this, we was coming back from a camping trip, and it was 4 of us, and we saw a roll. We saw a flying saucer. So it looked just like this too. Looked just like this. It had lights going all the way around it. And we was kind of bugging, like, man, you see that? And we was just bugging out like this. And it was just spinning and had lights all around it. And we was like, man, you see that? And we was like, man, what the hell is that? Is that a chariot? And as it was getting closer to us, I went to get my phone. I was like, get the phone. I went to get my phone. And as I went to hit the record on the phone, it morphed into an airplane. So it kind of bugged us out. Was that an airplane or was that a chariot? And we looking at each other like, nah, bro, that was a chariot. But then it morphed, like right when I took out my phone, it morphed into an airplane. To this very day, I asked, hey brother, was that an airplane or what was that? He's like, hey man, we joke about it. Then said he unto me, this is the curse that goeth forth over the face of the whole earth. So they're building up this so-called invasion where the Most High is. The Most High is actually building up this invasion. That's why it's going to be very strange when you don't see an actual big head alien. You see what it appears to be a so-called black man. So-called black men. What it appears to be so-called black men, that's who you're going to see. You're not going to see a little green man that's encased, that's mummified. This is a psyop. Okay, this is they found an alien, a civilization, 17 million ancient planktons. Well, it's all man. It's all BS. But these are some of the psyops. These are some of the deceptions, the enchantments that Esau Edom is continually putting out there. Okay, you see, so this is new. So you even had let's play We On.
And we have earlier talked
See?
about.
See that? But people are seeing things, and more things are going to be seen. Okay, I really don't want to play, but they got two aliens. They did the DNA on them and all that. Come on, man. Come on. You see that? Come on. But the people are deceived. See, finally, we are not alone. I'm reading the comments. And if they are here since the beginning of time, they are not yet hostile to humankind. So people are actually feeding into this because people have actually seen these things. They have experienced unexplainable aerial phenomenons within their life. It could have been at one time that, forever changed their mind about a so-called UFO, a flying saucer. Okay, they was out in the woods, or they was in the back, the back country somewhere, and it came super. The Most High be showing himself, but it's not. You can't go and tell the police, hey, I saw. They gonna look at you crazy, or you tell your mom, you go back home, Mom, I seen it was a UFO came down. You're like, baby, get in the room. Dinner's on the table. I don't want to hear all that. So people have been bugging the hell out. And the Lord is actually sending those chariots even more. So more sightings. Okay, there's sightings all the time, and there's also a theory that around these people that the angels are actually demons. But you can have evil angels. I would think. Stop me when I'm wrong. I would think that the evil angels, they can have chariots as well, right? The angels on the left hand side, the angels, those are the vehicles. So the Most High could have the angels on the left hand side in vehicles as well. But we know for the most part that those are the righteous angels coming to show themselves. Okay, to spy out the land, to basically mock Esau and get this realm against realm, this war in heaven, get that battle started. Because there is going to be a World War III, but there's also going to be a war against the heavens, okay, which that's spoken about in Revelation, the war in heaven, Michael and his angels, and the dragon and his angels. Which the dragon and his angels is, okay, America, NATO, the EU, okay, as well as these other nations, but mainly speaking about these European nations that have these fighter jets that are going to fight the return of the Lord. Okay, ID4, they show you a movie of that. Okay, of course it's bugged out little green men or slimy men. Then he said unto me, this is the curse that goeth forth over the face of the whole earth. For every one that stealeth shall be cut off as on this side according to it, and every one that sweareth shall be cut off as on that side, on that side according to it. And I will bring forth, said the Lord of hosts, and I shall enter into the house of the thief, which that's America. Okay, the Edomites in general. This is the house of the thief, which is full of lies and robbery. The prey departeth not. Okay, and we are the prey. Revelation 18 speaks about Babylon basically having the souls of men. That was one of their slaves, and the souls of men. That was one of their goods that they got rich off of. Their commodities was the souls of men. And unto the house of him that sweareth falsely by not my name, that's Esau. He's God. He got his image as Christ, right? His image as the Most High. The angels, the little white babies, and shall consume it with the timber thereof and the stones thereof. Meaning, you got to go in the second Ezra 13 chapter. Goes into a little bit more detail when the chariots are going to shoot them laser beams, and it sounds far out to I mean, this is something from like a movie, right? This is something from like a movie, but this is reality. It's out of the scriptures. Well, where did those movies? Where did those movies, those directors, those producers, where did they get that inspiration from? Okay, they got it from the book. They got it from the scriptures. And the Most High also he plays on the people's minds. Okay, I've seen in dreams, chariots, chariots, different colors, flying across the room, flying across the sky and all that. So the Lord, he said he's going to pour out he's going to pour out his spirit upon all flesh. So these people are seeing it as well. And it doesn't help that Esau, he puts it in his movies. He writes books about it. He makes films. Cartoons. I'm going to end it here. This is 2 Corinthians 2:11. Least Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. And these are just nothing other than his devices. Because he's not going to tell you, yeah, he knows what they are. He knows that those are the chariots of Israel. He knows that. I'm speaking about the highest level, okay, of the so-called white man's power. Okay, the elites. He knows that they're the chariots. He knows that they're not little green men. He understands that. Okay, but his purpose is to deceive you. Okay, and and a lot of you Israelites are going to be deceived by this, because what we're saying, that's far out. But what Esau is saying is true. And it's funny how this information is now being released, and you have all these different news stations covering it. Weon, okay, New York Times. You have News Nation here, okay. Channel 4 News. Okay, they're all covering this same story. Okay, whatever KSAT 12, whatever channel that is, they're all covering, because they're being told to release a certain story, and this is all playing into Esau Edom's agenda, because he is going to do something. He is going to do something, but the Most High going to do something too. When he goes to do what he's going to do, the Most High, he gonna checkmate him. The Most High is gonna be in control, regardless of what happens. Yahweh Shem Shai is in control. So until next time, shalom to the elect.